The Patreon pick this week, as requested by Lucas the Dad. Thanks for the request. Sorry, there's going to be background noise as Blake is in the process of leaving right now. Was the 2005 film Son of the Mask. Who wants to talk about it? Tanner, you like that movie, right?
Sure, I can talk about Son of the Mask. Son of the Mask is sequel to the hit film The Mask, in which there is a mask made by Loki, Norse trickster god. It winds up in this dude's possession. He turns into the mask, and he fucks his wife. And they have a child that is born of the mask. And then Loki attacks them, and the child fights back, and the dude puts on the mask and saves the day. The end.
What's your fun fact?
Nico, what rank are you thinking right now?
What's your fun fact for the film,
What's
dude?
your fun fact?
Oh yeah, fun fact. Bob Hoskins, who played Odin in this film, when he signed his contract, he believed he was only going to be doing voice work.
You cut out for most of that. I'll assume it was a bad fun fact, though.
Damn.
Yeah, you literally was like, Bob Hoskins signed a contract and then cut out.
No. Do you want me to repeat it for you guys?
I think it's funnier that I just tell you it's a bad fun fact.
Okay.
As for my rank for this film, I'm giving it a D.
Oh.
Dylan, how about you?
I remember hating this movie a lot more than I did this time watching it through. I gave it a C+.
How about a D-?
Oh.
I am in between a D- and an F+.
You know, the one saving grace of this film as to why it didn't get a D- for me at the very least, is that I did laugh at one of the jokes. What that was, I can't remember, but at some point it got me to chuckle.
Yeah.
Very funny.
So I don't want to have this review just be comparing it to the original.
It's so hard, dude.
But
I haven't seen the original, so...
Really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem for this is it's bad.
Yeah.
For me, it has very stilted dialogue and editing. It literally has like anime line delivery on the dialogue, which just feels incredibly awkward. I don't like how this movie looks like puke. They have the saturation filter just cranked the fuck up, and it looks like vomit the entire movie. There's tons of awkward silence in this movie where like some wacky, goofy thing will be going on with no music in the background. And so it's just really uncomfortable. And overall, I think the thing that most describes this movie for me is it's charmless. There is not an ounce of charisma in this movie at all, which really stands out when compared to the original. And I'll just leave off with, my only positive is I did have some fun with that end fight, but that's about it.
Dylan, why'd you love this movie?
I didn't love this movie. Let's not get things twisted here. I definitely was comparing this movie to its predecessor the whole time, and like I had referenced before, I went into this movie expecting not good things, and I think because I had set such low expectations for it, when it wasn't as bad as I remember, I don't know why I thought this movie was bad before, and now I don't think it's as bad. I'm thinking I set myself up for failure with that notion, though, where I thought it was like an awful movie, and it turned out to be not that bad. So, I don't know, this movie doesn't have any outshining qualities, to be completely honest. I think that the predecessor to this movie is good in every conceivable way. I think the VFX are terrible and everything. I think just the puppetry, or like whatever, what the fuck are you gonna call it? The dog, they like inserted, I don't know what you call it if not puppetry, but that looked bad. The acting was eh. I liked Loki, he was fun. Odin was probably the best performance out of everybody. I don't know, I guess everybody's acting too casual in this movie for them to just be the way they are. I don't have the analytical knowledge you guys have, so I can't really explain in depth why I think the things I do. This is pretty much as good as you're gonna get from me.
Dude, the main dude's performance is fucking... It's atrocious. I get that he's trying to go for like over the top and zany or whatever, but it's just annoying the entire movie, dude.
Yeah.
Nico, what did you think?
What do you mean, what did I think? Have you seen this movie?
He's got a point.
This thing was not good. It was, like Tanner said, charmless. It just didn't have a whole lot going on one way or another. It was just pretty boring for the most part. The CGI is obviously horrifically dated at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And just like even the fucking cartoon antics weren't really enough to really keep me engaged. It's like they're trying to like emulate like, oh, it's like Looney Tunes but live action. Isn't this fun? It's crazy. It's like an old cartoon, but it's not entertaining whatsoever like those were. You can easily just like throw on some fucking Flintstones or some shit and enjoy that way more than this film.
True.
I don't really think I have anything to say other than what's already been said. This movie is atrocious to look at. The acting's not good. The plot is really fucking generic and boring. I haven't seen the original, so I'm not going to compare it to that. But yeah, it's just a really bad movie. The jokes aren't funny. If anything, they're like offensively bad most of the time. Yeah, it's just it's a fucking terrible movie. I've got nothing to say. It's not like it's Pat level or anything, but you know.
Speaking of offensively bad, I'm a big fan of the song Can't Take My Eyes Off You, and they fucking butcher it in this film. They just tried doing like all these different renditions of it during the big party scene, and they're all just fucking terrible.
This movie also feels insanely rushed too. I know this is probably only going to resonate with Tanner because he's the only other one that's seen the predecessor. This movie feels insanely rushed because they tried packing more plot into this movie than the first one, and so it just felt more chaotic than it needed to be, and so it was hard to really get an idea from this movie at all. Like they were trying to push it. Like I will say one thing, and that still like holds some truth. I couldn't care less about the B plot line of the dog and the baby. I think that shit's stupid. I barely care about the plot as it is. Don't give me another plot I care even less about. Especially shenanigans that amount to nothing. They're just trying to do some Tom and Jerry shit because they think it's funny.
Well, boys, it doesn't sound like we have too much more to say about this one here. I'm sticking with my D.
Yeah, I'm still at my D minus.
It's tough. On my scale, D minus is bad and F plus is terrible. I'll say F plus. Why not?
Yeah, you guys are right. I did fucking hate this movie. I debated myself. I set the bar so low, I gave it a better rating. Fuck it, I'll give it a D, whatever.
Okay. And it lands at a D minus overall.